Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Witch Doctor skill video. We are now taking a look at our first skill we get in our Voodoo category, which is Gargantuan. Summon a Gargantuan zombie to fight for you. The Gargantuan attacks for 25% of your weapon damage as physical. Alright. And that's how he looks. Isn't he awesome? Big, huge, giant zombie. Look like a gorilla more than a zombie. That walks and fight for you. Go, zombie dogs and Gargantuan. Kill everything. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Much better. So as you can see, I turned my primary attack into this charging bear thing. It just looks so cool and does massive amount of damage. Nope, all my mana back. Oh, the cooldown's done. Alright, Humongoid. The Gargantuan gains the Cleave ability, allowing its attack to hit multiple targets for 32% of your weapon damage as physical. Poor thing. But drag back down to the ground. And he looks different. Awesome. Got 2 dogs back. Pretty cool. Tower of the Curse level 1. Awesome. Alright. We'll want to see his attack. There you go, that cleave attack. Wonderful. You know, now I'm not getting that 5% of getting the dog back very much anymore, which is kind of weird. Oh, there you go. Right when I said that, I get a dog back. Just to show me, huh, game? Well, hang on here. I don't need this, really. Sure. Let's get that. Alright, so, next Gargantuan. Restless Giant. This effect... Oh, well, that's way down there. When the Gargantuan encounters an elite or is near 5 enemies, it enrages for 15 seconds, gaining 20% movement speed, 35% attack speed, 200% physical damage. This effect cannot occur more than once every 120 seconds. Elite enemies include champions, rares, monsters, bosses, and other players. Other players is really meant for that PvP mode that they're gonna add in eventually. So, yeah, awesome. And it does look different. Now it's a mummified zombie. So we'll hopefully get it to transform soon. And since here's a trick about this monster mob thing, since the ability itself, there you go. The ability itself takes 120-second cooldown after it's been used, but the cooldown for the ability itself is only 60 seconds. So when you see your zombie transform up big like that, just use it again, and then the ability itself will refresh, and you can then have the your zombie transform again without waiting 120 seconds. How cool is that? The game, the person who designed this is a complete moron for doing that. Really, this summoning should be either 120 seconds cooldown on the original, or this ability need to be only 60 seconds. So, whatever. Wrathful Protector. Summon a more powerful Gargantuan that only lasts 15 seconds. The Gargantuan Fist burns with fire, dealing 55% of your weapon damage as fire and knocking enemies back. So before we do anything, I want to have a discussion between these two abilities, Restless Giant and Wrathful Protector. This lasts 15 seconds, this lasts 15 seconds. This zombie dies after 15 seconds. This zombie does not. It just uses the ability and then that's it. And the physical damage for this thing is 200%, while this one is only 55%. This thing has an increase in attack speed by 35%, this does not. This has an increase in 20%, this does not. This, you can just reuse it after 60 seconds, and the ability will refresh itself, and then the monster will be able to transform again for 15 seconds. This, you have to wait a full minute before you can actually use this thing again. So already, Restless Giant is better if you think about it, you know? Since if you summon a new Gargantuan, the spell itself would just refresh, and the 120-second wait would not be even a bother. It will be a 60-second wait. So basically, between these two skills, Restless Giant is better. Especially when this doesn't do AoE damage either. So, and Restless Giant doesn't do AoE damage. Both of them is pretty much the same thing. That is not the skill I was wanting to use. Does it do AoE? Okay, never mind, I lied. It does do AoE. But as you can see, it's very little AoE. Oh wow. Well, that was useless. Good job. The dude can be knocked back. Oh my. So now you have to wait 60 seconds before you can use it again. And you don't get a zombie to follow you. A giant zombie to follow you. So while the other one, it just shrinks back down and you still keep the zombie to tank for you. Yeah. This is a total imbalance in skills right here. Horrible imbalance. So we'll just wander around and fight stuff until the Gargantuan refresh here. It did? Alright, good. Big Stinker. The Gargantuan is surrounded by a poison cloud that deals 15% weapon damage as poison per second to nearby enemies. Alright, that sounds a lot better. Huh. Maximum mana and intelligence increase, huh? Ah, it did. Alright, good. So whenever you pick a health orb up, you gain a little bit of damage. Not bad. And there you go, the Big Stinker. And as you can see, it does do that poison damage around itself. Alright. Now we need to wait. Meanwhile, we can just go kill stuff. Can't believe you can only have 4. Wish you could have like 12 or something. That'd be much better. Alright, last one, the Bruiser. Gargantuan gains the ability to periodically slam enemies, dealing 100% of their weapon damage as physical, stunning them for 3 seconds.
Needs more time.
Yeah. Whoops. There we go. Really, the last two really looks almost the same. I mean, it still has a skull. It doesn't. It looks like the mummy except with the different color bandage. What a poor modeling work done on the last two rune skill here. But I will get it to do the bruising attack, the ground slam attack for you. There you go, ground slam. Okay, about 30 seconds for every time it uses that skill again. Yep, every 30 seconds it will use that skill again. Alright, so sorry that video took so long, but you know, you had to wait for that thing to cool down. But that is it for the Gargantuan. When we get back, we'll take a look at Big Bad Voodoo.